Hello everyone, my name is Dan. Most of you watching this video probably don't even know who I am, so let me actually introduce myself. I am a JTO content creator as well, but more importantly for this video's topic, I am also one of the 11 people who has completed every single weekly challenge ever since their first introduction into the game about 10 months ago. And as you can probably tell by that, I have quite a lot of experience with weekly challenges, which is exactly why JTO invited me to this video to share my thoughts on this very flawed topic. Without any further delays, let's get straight to the questions. It just really depends on the fact whether you care about the items and cosmetics you can buy with them or not. If you do, then they will be worth it. But if you don't, then they obviously won't. Oh fuck yeah, they definitely should. I don't know how much people think the same way, but monthly system was miles better than the weekly one in my opinion. Even though weekly challenges provide a lot more frequent content into the game, they just don't have that same niche about them that monthlies used to have. Being greeted with 16 new challenges once per month felt like something actually special. It used to be genuinely exciting to wait until new set would be added and then look at what you'd have to do for this month. Yet it just doesn't work the same way with weeklies. Due to the way they work and how frequently they switch, they just don't feel as special as monthly challenges used to. Not even mentioning the fact that most of weekly challenges are just constantly being reused, with rare cases of new ones being made at all. I feel like that every single person who is at least somewhat into the weekly challenges will give the exact same answer here, since there's one particular challenge that just stands out from the rest the most. But before I tell you what that challenge is, let's go through some honorable mentions. Beat Tower of 1-9 after pressing the lava button. I have rebeaten this challenge about 10 times and now I genuinely hate this tower because of that. Complete the click challenge in Tower of Linanophobia. Oh my god, do I really need to say anything about this one? Reach Tower of Jolly Good Fun in Forgotten Reach Tower Rush. This challenge literally required you to beat half of the sub-ROM in one sitting. Who the hell thought this was a good idea? Beat Tower of Fatness with a bigger character. After activating this challenge, literally half of an already bad tower becomes absolutely unplayable. How innovative! Reach floor 5 of Tower of Extreme Hell. They're literally forcing you to get to floor 5 of one of the most RNG towers in the entire game. What a fun and enjoyable challenge! Anyways, now onto the single worst weekly challenge by a long shot. Beat Tower of Broken Bricks with falling blocks. Whoever the fuck has thought of this absolute piece of bullshit should just burn in hell. This challenge is just straight up the pure definition of term RNG. At one moment you can easily get to floor 9, but then stupid gigantic brick will spawn above your head and you'll get flung all the way back to floor 1. Since its very first introduction, this challenge was nerfed twice, yet it still is an absolute RNG bullshit and the single worst one ever made by far. The fix to make weekly challenges actually good is extremely simple. They just should stop reusing already existing challenges and actually start making new ones for every week. You now may say that this is way too much effort for devs to put into the game's quote-unquote secondary feature, but this is exactly where my question to the staff comes from. What was the point of switching to weekly system if you just simply can't keep up with it in the first place? As I've said already, weekly challenges issue is not just the repetitiveness, but also the lack of them being anything special, which is the exact reason why I think they weren't even a good idea in the first place. The change from monthly system to the weekly one was simply unnecessary and the only thing it has done is made challenges feel less special, extremely repetitive and not fun to be doing at all. The only positive thing from that change that I can point out is the fact that challenges now change automatically instead of having to be changed manually by the developers in every single area. That feature is very cool, I have no issues with that, but you do realize that you could have easily just added that function on top of monthly challenges instead of f***ing up the system entirely. In summary of everything that I've said above, I just want to say that monthly challenges used to be much better, and switch to weekly system was entirely unnecessary. In case anyone from JTOH dev team is currently watching this video, please consider bringing monthlies back. because the way the current system works is just extremely flawed and isn't good at all. But anyways, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say. Now moving back to J2.